for sure.
That's another
Did
one
they
too, man. Where
explain
it's
how
like,
they do it?
Well, he just swallowed an apple and he spit it back up. I mean, it's
yeah,
very
come on,
practical.
man, easy breezy.
Well, I didn't know if
Yoshi
there was
style.
freaking rub. Well, I know what's going at the beginning of this video.
What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome back to Good Reel Hunting, where we hunt for the good reels so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad. The Brett Man's right over there, and today we're going to be reviewing The Witch from Robert Eggers because The Northman comes out April 22nd. We're going to be reviewing The Witch today. Next week we're reviewing The Lighthouse. Then we're going to be reviewing The Northman, and then we're going to be ranking his 3 feature-length movies, and we're really stoked about it because this, personally, I don't know for you guys, I don't want to speak for you guys, is one of my favorite directors working today in the genre, man. You guys stoked or what?
And we're going to be doing a slash chat between The Witch and The Lighthouse on the Wednesday
on.
after the Lighthouse review drops. So, fuck yeah, I'm ready to go. And I actually agree with you. I do agree that Robert Eggers really is one of the best directors out there in the world of cinema today.
I concur. I third that motion. Yeah, all of his shit gets me excited, man. I'm actually, The Northman is probably one of my favorite or most excited about movies coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Brett, the Brettman.
The Brettman.
The Buttman.
Yeah, dude.
We're on. There's Buttman 7 now, but the Brett and I both did the anticipation video earlier in the year. I think Northman was like in our top 3 for both of us. I think it might have been number 2 for
top
me.
Top 3, top 5, but very close.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah, I'm stoked about it. But The Witch is here. The Witch was fantastic. I think it was a very groundbreaking horror movie, and I'm ready to get into this thing, man.
Well, I say let's freaking elevate this review since this is an elevated horror movie. Even though, sorry, I'm trying to create chaos for people that don't like that terminology. I like it, so screw you. So without further ado, let's freaking hit this sucker up. What did y'all like about The Witch?
Dude, there's not a lot I disliked about The Witch, man.
Right.
First off, man, I really enjoyed the attention to detail and the amount of research that went into this time frame and everything that Robert Eggers did when writing the movie. I thought, it's so like he's so well versed in this time frame and in the pilgrimage era of people coming and the whole Salem. This is before the Salem witch trials and everything, but everything back from this time frame. He's so well versed in it. From the opening shot of the movie, when they're in the church and they're getting kicked out of their union, you got the men and women separated, which is very common for the time frame. The dialect, the way they speak in the movie, you have to put freaking subtitles on for this movie. Like that's a must. Like you really have to do it, otherwise you're not gonna know what the hell is going on. You can't, at least for me, I can't understand a damn word, but it's very accurate for the time, and I love that about the movie.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what actually drew me in, just because again to that that detail, man. Just I feel like I'm in the world of the Pilgrim world. Like that's pretty much like the only thing I can really describe it. Like it really just drags you in. You're set in that time period. And first off, thank God we did not live in that time period because I have no idea what the hell I would be doing to entertain myself all day, every day. Because
that is a fucking skit right there. I'm writing this down. Brett as Pilgrim Brett.
Bert visits the witch. But okay, so write that down. But yeah, seriously, folks, like just entering that world, like it really just drags you into it to kind of figure out what the hell is going on, especially when we get more advanced into the movie. So, Brad, I definitely agree with you. The attention to detail is super damn spot on, and just the dedication to freaking be as accurate as possible with those times. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I echo a little bit of that. I watched a lot of interviews and stuff with different cast and crew on The Witch and The Lighthouse. And the thing that people keep talking about is like, oh, Robert Eggers, he's meticulous, and I think you can really see in both those flicks that obviously a lot of research went into it. You know, he really wanted things to be period accurate and all those things, and it really shows up. Also, he managed to make. Who knew that goats could be so fucking creepy, right? I rewatched it again the other night, and I was like, I forgot how fucking like unsettling it is. Just like these close-ups of the goat's eye and things like that. Fuck goats, man. I'm over it.
Black Phillip.
Philip.
Mm-hmm.
And to Robert Eggers' credit, even not in the movie alone, I watched the commentary for it recently, and it was great. I would definitely recommend it. He's so knowledgeable of this time frame. Like even the stuff that he did not put accurately in the movie, he knows he didn't do it. Like he said, okay, so typically these people would have only had one candle burning, but we need more lighting, so we put 3 burning. So he knows, or really at this time, this breed of horse wouldn't have been there, but this is the closest we could find for this budget to get here, like kind of deal. Like he has so much knowledge, and it's so fresh to see somebody put that much research into the project and really just be very well, versed in what they're working in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be on the opposite end of Robert Eggers. I fucking love the cinematography of this damn movie. Just the shots, and again, like Brad said, the attention to detail with those certain cinematography shots. Absolutely spectacular, especially when freaking Sam got abducted by that witch, and they did that little zoom in into the woods.
Yes.
Dude, great stuff. Along with that score, and that's another positive in this movie. The score, they know when to play it and to make things like make you a little weary and just uncomfortable. And that's what the freaking Robert Eggers does with his movies too, is makes you uncomfortable, and that is so damn awesome. I love to be uncomfortable when it comes to horror movies. So Robert Eggers, great job on cinematography, selecting the composer of this movie, and of
Mark
course
Orvin.
thank you. And making me feel uncomfortable, especially with the damn goats, because I'm with Chris. Fuck goats.
Yeah, man, that did me in.
And fuck Tom Brady, because apparently he's a goat too. So
that's right. That's where it all stems from. Really, that's the basis of all our hate of goats. But no, I agree with all that stuff, man. Yeah, that's one of the first things that I said whenever I watched this, like way back when, was just how unsettling it was. You know, it makes you uncomfortable. Like even whenever it's not explicitly showing you what's going on, it's still just like creeps you the fuck out the entire time. You're just completely having a reaction to it. You know, it's very unsettling.
Yeah.
Which I mean is the point, but does a great
and
job.
and a lot of that comes in like the colors they use. Like you said, the empty shots of the woods are fantastic, Britman. The colors overall in the movie, like just the way the lighting is, it's very bleak feeling. It just feels, it really sucks you in, and it feels vintage almost to the way they use the lighting and this stuff. And great use of the effects too that they had. You know, we've talked about the goat, Black Phillip. He was saying in the commentary, all the scenes they had actually people out there with fucking leashes, like holding the goat, but they cut them all out CGI, and it's seamless. Like obviously, I mean that's what they do, but it's like it seems so. That being said, the point of this is that it seems so real still. It seems like when the goat's out there prancing around, of course it is a real goat, but it seems very natural and very weird at the same time. It's super creepy.
Yeah, dude, absolutely on that. Let me go ahead and just get it out there, man. Anna Taylor-Joy. I'm going to keep using this because fuck it, I love puns. She was such a joy to watch, and I'm pretty sure this was her first movie ever too, like for her first big break.
It's Anya, right?
Anya, yeah, it's Anya.
It's Anya
Well,
Taylor-Joy.
shit, I always say Anna, but
hey, dude, I get it, man. It's good. It rhymes. It's good. Not really, but it's good. I still get it. I've made.
I'll just call her Joy. How about I call her Joy, because again, she is a joy to watch. She absolutely knocks her role out of the park, and I just what we call early stages of amazing things to come in her career.
Yes, man. The scene, the river scene when she's out there with her brother,
shitlins.
Caleb,
and the little shitlins. Yeah, Caleb,
no,
yes.
not Caleb. Caleb wasn't a shitling. It was those other two little shitlins.
Yeah, well, it's the scene when she's out there with Caleb, and then the other girl comes up, and she starts saying that she's the witch. dude, that's freaking spine tingling. Like the way she like that, and she does such a good job with that. And there's a couple other ones. There's another scene when she's yelling at her dad for not being out, like calling him out, like, hey, you can't fucking grow crops and all this stuff. Like again, just puts freaking goosebumps on, like the just from the performance standpoint. And then obviously at the end when she fights her mom, which was brutal as fuck, by the way. The performance in all three of those scenes was absolutely amazing. And I'm so glad that this has led to her getting all kinds of roles.
Yeah, man, I agree. And I can't wait to see what she does in The Northman.
Yeah, is she going to go up north, man?
You bet, man. You know, another funny aside, there's her character's name in here is Thomason, and there's a great little flick that came out last year, Last Night in Soho. She plays alongside Thomason McKenzie.
I know, dude. I thought the same thing when I was watching the movie, man. I was like, dude, that's the character from The Witch. But man, she's fucking great in this movie, man. We were just talking about the atmosphere. It's good, man. Like you can feel the environment. You really can. What I liked about that is the sound design. You can hear nature throughout the movie. You can hear like they're out in the middle of nowhere. It it sucks you in, man. You really do feel isolated with these people in the middle of fucking nowhere, on their own. And that's awesome, man. And again, that was fantastic.
Yeah, and I know we spoke on Joy's excellent performance, but do you know who I even think almost rival to her, or who I almost think was even better in a role? Was freaking Papa William and Ralph Ensign. I know I butchered the hell out of that, but I'm just going to call him Ralph in this. Yeah. Ralph, the Papa, was absolutely awesome. I'm telling you, he gave his all in that role, and he freaking nailed it.
Dude, and he's another one that he's gone on. Yeah, I mean, let's just say it like it is. I mean, at the time, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy went on, and she's had, like you said, several roles now. But when this came out, all of these actors were fairly unknown. So the level of commitment and the performances that they were able to get on such a low budget are fucking phenomenal. Great actors.
They could have both been nominated for Oscars. I don't know what they would have gone up against, but I really feel like both of their performances were great. And it's not even just like when they have their own scenes, you know, and their own dialogue. It's the little nuances, man. It's whenever your boy's dying over here with the apple in his throat, like Ralph, the performance he gives right there is fantastic. And all he's doing is just fucking standing there. And I love that. And you know, man, both of them really, and not the mom too. The mom was good.
Yeah, dude, the kid Caleb, when he was like dying and she was like freaking just going like AWOL, like with his speech and all that. Like, dude, that takes fucking talent. Even though he kind of needs to fix his teeth a little bit, but still freaking talent.
Interesting aside. Yeah, I mean, for such a young kid, yeah, fucking amazing.
And that shit was scary too, man. That scene with the apple when he's like, that's one of the scariest movie moments. Like, if I were to rate some movie moments, that would be in the list. Like,
yeah, I mean, all that stuff, all the performances were fantastic, man. And yeah, Ralph Ineson is, man, you know, that voice. This is like
he's the Green Knight.
Yeah, man. Oh my, he's so good. He's so good in the Green Knight. Oh yeah, man, excellent. But that voice, man, it's made for horror. It absolutely gives me a chubby every time that he talks. I mean, it was made. You know, it's like a Vin Diesel or Morgan Freeman. I can't believe this guy's not getting more like voice work. I mean, he's a great actor, but God, that voice, man.
And think about the skill too.
If Tom Brady had to kill him.
Yeah, think about the skill too of the you know, like not only is Robert Eggers going through the research to find out, you know, how the people talked in this time frame, the actors are doing the same thing. They have to get used to this kind of dialect in order to make it work on screen, and they all do such a good job with it, man. Yeah. Like literally, you do have to turn on subtitles to understand what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's I agree with you on that. When I watched it the other night, I had to put the subtitles on. I mean, first time I saw it, I don't think that I did. You kind of have to suss out exactly what the fuck it is they're saying, but yeah, the subtitles make it a lot easier.
Yeah, but if you're just like, but if you're that committed, because you like Brett say, like it couldn't be really easy to freaking like talk like that all time, like all the damn time on set. So like again, bravo to the actors and the actresses for like really really staying committed to their characters and to the story. So freaking bravo.
Yeah, and it can be annoying, like especially in theaters when you don't have the luxury of subtitles, like
Yeah.
to watch it and whatnot. Like I get that people might be turned away because the first time I watched this movie, I was like, I understand maybe one out of the 23 words they're throwing at me, man. I don't know what the fuck's happening. I know he's got an apple in his freaking throat. That's one thing I know for sure, but I don't know what the fuck the story is about. But whenever I watched it the second time and the third time, this is a movie that just keeps getting better, like every time.
It really does, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you'll figure that out on my rating.
Yeah, you can definitely go back and catch a couple of little nuances and things that are in there every time you watch it with the attention to detail and stuff. You know what? The best part about it really is there's something about that, like all those shots about the wide shots of the woods where they kind of like zoom in and things like that, because there's always like it's almost like a childhood fear or something. You're always like wondering what's in the woods or what's going on in the woods, and it kind of brings that to the surface in the best way possible,
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, do you all have any more positives you want to talk about? Like, I know we knocked some of the big ones out of the way. I just didn't know if there's anything else you wanted to address.
Oh yeah, man. I think sorry, I know, whatever, but it's scary as fuck. Like, and it doesn't show any blood. Like it does. It's all subtle. Like, like it's like the little things. This cursed land where your crops are rotting, your animals are bleeding, all this other shit, but it's not a cursed ground, it's the fucking devil. And that shit's intense at the end. And
Yes.
when the fucking Black Phillip turns out to be the devil, it was crazy.
Lucifer.
You got the eggs with chickens in there. We talked about the Caleb apple scene was great. The baby gets fucking stolen. Like this shit gets dark as fuck. The baby.
Yeah, we should have talked a little bit more about that. I mean, the baby being chopped up is pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
And and that's a part of the time frame. The time period is the legend is that the entrails of unbaptized babies is what makes witches fly. That's the whole reason behind this. That's why they steal the baby. That's why they chop the baby up, and that's why they put the baby on the broomstick.
Chopped it, grinded.
It's a stick, yeah.
Not
a
seasoned it with salt and pepper.
And honestly, the first time I watched this, it was like, I want to say, I saw it at home. It was in the dark. I totally forgot about that. But that scene is very intense. Like I had like a visceral reaction to that, where I was like, that makes you like, I don't know, it makes you like, I don't want to say queasy, but it just makes you like tense up, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, especially with the baby was. Yeah, the baby in the dark, and you see that hand like rubbing the bell, like I was so freaked the hell out. Like, please don't hurt the baby, because like normally in movies, babies don't freaking get touched. Not only did it get touched, again, it got cut up, it got grinded, it got salt and pepper, and like it's just like it wasn't good. Like it freaked me the hell out, man. And then kind of like how we said at the end,
it's not
like
good.
The freaking, like, what happened to the other two kids, right? And how they flew at the end. Those were the two kids.
Yes, there was the two kids,
yeah.
and alongside that is again just a little like the scene when Caleb meets the witch too. That whole thing when he's clawing through the vines and shit, the lighting and all that, and the scene when he's approaching the little witch house, Hansel and Gretel style, and the witch comes out. Which, by the way, the witch there in that scene, the hot version of the witch it's actually a Victoria's Secret model that they got in to come in and do the role. Because
I can't fault that young man for going into that.
I was like, lucky son of a bitch.
But no, the look on his face though was so like spot on, because he's like, man, I should not be doing this. Like you can see it in his eyes. He's like, this is not good, but I cannot help myself either. Like as he's walking and approaching the witch, he's like, oh man, this is bad news, but I cannot turn away at the same time, which was so good for the little actor to be doing that. And that was his first kiss. I read. I figured that out with the Victoria's freaking Secret model. By the way,
what a bastard!
What a bastard! Yeah, fucking bastard.
Golly,
but no, even though, like you're telling me, like, it's like, this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. As like, like probably 10 or 15 minutes before that thing actually happened, he was obviously staring at Joy's tits.
He was, dude, and that's
he's such a horn dog.
Yeah, I know. He's like 11, dude. He's got fucking boners popping out of him everywhere.
He can't do it. He can't even fucking take a shower without popping a bee, man. Like he's just like everything happens.
He
It
can't even
happens
go
for a reason.
without popping a pee.
I just wonder how you
Everywhere
speak that at the back. Why are shalt thou this stick?
What?
I don't know how to speak freaking Pilgrim tongue.
No, I think you were bang on, man. You were bang on. And
bang on. I get it.
okay.
But
okay.
anyways,
but,
yeah,
but it was
we're
good.
getting
It
out
was
of
good as
control.
fuck. It was good as fuck. I love that scene, and it was scary. And God, what was I about to say about it though? Yeah, I mean, just all of that was great, man. It was. Oh yeah, the movie in general. I from some of the. If you look at some of the theories about the movie, it's about the 7 deadly sins. I haven't looked at all the theories. I don't know all of them, but I can list out like the little boy Caleb was about lust, and then the dad's about pride, and maybe greed or something. I can't remember, but either way, it's a pretty interesting thing. Look it up on Google. It's kind of cool.
Who's Sloth?
What? Sloth?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably the goat. I don't fucking know. Maybe the fucking fat ass freaking cow that's bleeding milk over there. It's not a cow, it's a goat too. And either way, yeah, I mean, all that stuff was
they
good.
talked
Man.
about getting a cow, but
Another theory I heard is the wood stack that Ralph is stacking up throughout the whole movie is it's his prayers, you know, like his unanswered prayers. They're just building up, and eventually they kill him at the end, which I thought was kind of cool. I thought that was an interesting way of looking at it. Good shit though, man. This movie's just fucking layered as fuck.
it really is.
Yeah.
Chris, do you have anything other positives you want to say?
I don't think so, man. I mean, I love everything about it. It gets better every time, and that's a good way to put it, Brad. It's extremely layered. You know, you get a little something out of it, different out of it each time you watch it. You know, I think it does a great job of being unsettling. Of you know, like we talked about, playing on those fears of the woods and religion and isolation. You know, like Brad talked about, being out in the middle of nowhere, you can really feel that. And yeah, it's fantastic. I love the hell out of it.
Hell to the yeah. So do y'all have any negatives? Because I'll be honest with you, I have none.
Goats.
And breastfeeding crows is another thing that like is not advised against.
And
or
fucking
advised-
annoying ass
God, Lee. Brad, that's not your fucking team name. Breastfeeding crows. That better be your fucking team name.
Writing it down. Brad, do you have any negatives?
Not at all, man. Not at
All right, so I think y'all pretty much know where this is going to go with our ratings, just from the sounds of things. So, but just in case, gents, let's go with you, Brad. Overall thoughts and a rating.
Love the movie, man. I thought it was a $5 million budget. It blew me away with it. Great shots. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. No, I'm gonna give it a 5, dude. Get out of here, man.
I was waiting for it.
So I gotta give this. This is actually a fantastic. I think it's a masterpiece, and it gets better every time I watch it.
Chris.
Now, for the record, weren't you a little reluctant to watch this?
I was. I absolutely was.
I remember telling Michelle ages ago, I was like, "You got to watch The Witch. You got to watch The Witch." So I think it took you a little while to get into this one, right?
Yeah, and Michelle loves it too. Like, and again, I watched it the first time, and I was like, "Man, I just can't fucking," because the subtitles make all the difference in the world. It really does.
Oh yeah, but yeah, same thing, man. Like I said, I love the hell out of it. I give it a 5. It's a golden reel for me.
Oh boys, so I guess it's just up to me. Just with my thoughts. Absolutely love this movie. Kind of like you all said, it actually gets better within every watch, because this is my third watch of The Witch. First time it was a 4.5. Second time 4.75. And I think this is what we call this movie actually right here in the horror genre was the beginning of what we call the term elevated horror. I really honestly, no, I'm being honest. Like this, but this movie. Well, okay, Babadook, but I think it was the witch that freaking just really just like, okay, like maybe the Babadook just cracked the door, but the witch just fucking busted down the damn door. So that's why I'm also going to give it a 5 out of 5. So that is a perfect golden reel for all three of us.
I love gold. The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
Flawless.
Have we ever had a 3 for 3, 5 out of 5?
Yeah, I think we did with the Bond series.
Okay, Casino Royale. Okay, cool. All right, cool.
I remember that one specifically. You know, also elevated horror. Wasn't The Exorcist The first
Yes.
elevated
Yeah,
horror, right?
That's fair. Yeah, The Exorcist,
Yeah.
Rosemary's Baby, both of those, man. Like they really
Yeah,
were both
but
of
Well,
them.
no,
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about
she
getting
literally
into-
levitated.
Oh,
Oh my god. Let's get
Roll
it.
the
Get,
footage.
yeah, get out here. Get out here.
Yeah, that's right. Stealing it from you, Bretman.
Touche. So before Chris one ups me again, what did you all think about The Witch? Do you think it's a freaking elevated masterpiece of a horror film, or do you all have some problems with it, or can't even understand what the hell is being said? Let us know in that comment section down below, and let's get that discussion rolling.
if you want to help us find the good reels, you can do so by finding us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Spotify, and Apple. Those links are going to be down below for you to find.
Absolutely, and I could transfer
Right.
that. And Brad, what he was trying to say is be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe, and of course ring that bell, ding ding ding,
Ding,
so
ding,
you
ding.
all know when the next set of videos is up and ready. And when you move into a wooded area, check the fucking woods.
And do not live
Also,
deliciously.
steer clear of goats. Just stay away from them altogether.
put-
Don't even fucking worry about it.
And plus, if you check the woods, you might find a Victoria's Secret model. Who the fuck knows? But
Don't go out looking for apples or sell golden silver cups.
okay, we're getting out here. See you guys.
Yeah, okay, it's over with. We finished.